Greetings, Remnant Church and online friends. Welcome to the Discernment Drop. The Discernment Drop isn't just content, it's meant to be confrontation. This is a discernment drop for those who still believe that truth has teeth. We are Remnant Church, and we are a danger to darkness. What you're about to hear is not tame, it is not nice, it is necessary. If it shakes you, if it triggers you, well, good. That means your spirit is still awake. And if it helps you to see more clearly, please share it with somebody who needs to see. And if you're listening online, would you please take a moment and hit the like and the subscribe buttons down below? Not for us, not for numbers, for the sake of reach. The algorithm needs it. Truth doesn't trend without your help because the darkness is real. And clarity is getting rarer and rarer. 1 Corinthians 13 is not a sentimental anthem. It's not a love song. It's rather a holy boundary that defines what love is and what love is not. When society redefines love, and they have, apart from these biblical fences, the result is not just confusion and madness. The result is desecration. This video explores how the abandonment of love's boundaries has led to tangible darkness, bodily harm, societal fragmentation, and the silencing of truth in the name of compassion. Paul's definition of love in 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 7, gives not only affirmations, but also prohibitions. Love is patient. Love is kind. Yes, absolutely. But it also does not envy, does not boast, is not proud, and most critically, does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. These are not gentle suggestions, they are holy boundaries. And when crossed, well, when we cross those lines, love mutates into something horrendous, something truly deadly. The CDC reports that between 2016 and 2020, 4 years, right? Anxiety and depression in children rose nearly 30%. Behind these numbers are the faces of 8-year-olds who cannot sleep, 10-year-olds on antidepressants, and 13-year-olds who self-harm in silence. Why? Because love now means whatever you feel is the truth. These children are drowning in autonomy without identity. The authority of pastors, parents, and even biology itself has been burned to the ground and replaced with slogans to put on your Facebook page. And who pays for it? The child pays for it. Not with rebellion, but with terror and horror. Quote, love is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. Unquote. That's 1 Corinthians 13:5. In the name of affirmation, surgeons are removing the healthy breasts of girls not old enough to vote. Boys barely through puberty are chemically castrated. Puberty blockers are handed out like grace, but there is no resurrection from a removed womb. Reuters confirmed it in 2022. U.S. hospitals have performed double mastectomies on children as young as 13. That's criminal. That should be child abuse. Chloe Cole, one of many detransitioners, I hope you've heard of them, testified in tears before Congress. She said, "They told me it would save me. It almost destroyed me." This, my friends, is not love. This is surgical idolatry. The altar is the operating table. The sacrifice is the body of the child. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil. We turned sex into recreation and called it liberation. We told the next generation to explore their bodies with strangers, to delay marriage indefinitely, and to follow their heart. And now we have fatherless homes, children born without a stable name, and millions of single adults who don't know how to trust anyone long enough to build something sacred. According to Pew Research, 42% of U.S. adults under 30 now see marriage as obsolete. But the children left behind from broken unions tell the truth in their silence. Longing, identity gaps, behavioral collapse. Love always protects, always perseveres. 1 Corinthians 13:7. We live in the age of a curated self, selfies and filters, bios that change by the week. Love has become a performance, connection has become currency, and yet beneath all this noise, the numbers still don't lie. The APA reports rising, you guessed it, narcissism and collapsing empathy. We're in trouble, folks. We're in bad trouble. They see these collapses in social media saturated youth. They are louder than ever. They are lonelier than ever. Love is not boastful. Love is not proud. 1 Corinthians 13:4. Our culture has redefined empathy as agreement. God help us. If you do not affirm, you are accused of hate. If you speak the truth, you are called unsafe. And if you call for repentance, you are labeled abusive. This false love silences correction and exalts confusion. It demands validation, not transformation. And in doing so, it protects sin and punishes discernment. Love does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. 1 Corinthians 13:6. When love becomes afraid to offend, it stops being love at all. I'm going to say that again. When love becomes afraid to offend, it stops being love. Period. This is not theoretical. It's really not. This is blood and bone reality. This is the reality of what happens when love loses its truth. Children mutilated to match a moment of confusion. Teenagers alone in a digital wilderness of mirrors. Adults who mistake bonding for covenant and find themselves spiritually starved. A culture that calls boundaries cruelty and silence compassion. This is what happens when love no longer rejoices in the truth. But there is another way. True love, holy love, is not afraid to say no. It is not afraid to bleed. It is not afraid to offend because it does not serve itself. It serves the cross. Jesus Christ did not come to affirm us in our confusion. He came to rescue us from it. His love is not sentimental. It is sacrificial. It exposes sin, then carries it to the grave and leaves it there forever, as far as the east is from the west. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friend. That's John 15:13. We do not need more tolerance. We need more truth. We need the kind of love that builds fences and dies to protect what is inside. Christ is King. Hail to the King.